I guess I'm starting again. It's not worth it because it was just like a minute. 10:10 is very important, and I actually started the video at 10:10. And 9:11 is important, and in a specific meaning of 9:11 is very important for this reading and today in particular, as we are in between eclipses. As not yet between eclipses, but we are in eclipse season. We are approaching lunar eclipse. The revelation. Somebody may have revelation in their dream state. This is for somebody who have this kind of psychic direction. Everybody has different way of receiving those psychic inputs if we are in the same process, right? Everybody feels, senses things differently. But they known to, and they are acquired, and the knowledge is acquired. Generational karma will be a topic here today, but I'm having a sense that somebody is returning back to like teenage years, and inspecting one more time this kind of period, secondary school, even primary school, like school time, but it's not higher education. I'm getting this up to the high school. That's where it all is. I'm having in mind a crown chakra for sure, how we connect to the higher, to the collective consciousness, in what way we but also I'm sensing the topic like our place in a society is a thing here. Third eye chakra is very, very important. What kind of candle this? It is well, this is purple candle, so crown chakra more so, but I was actually using this one for third eye chakra. Both of the higher chakras, and a sacral center is also very important. Another thing, I think if you had a dream like last night, or you might have tonight, after listening to this video, you may be you may have a sense that you merged with a part of yourself within the dream state, that you encounter, and let's say you hugged the person dearly, or something of this kind. For everyone it will be a different experience, of course. It is, I'm hearing, it is your guardian angel you are seeing. It feels like a part of you. It feels like a significant part of you. Somebody's guardian angel, and this is very rare, but it's an archangel. One person I'm reading for has an archangel, and this is Archangel Gabriel. Is your guardian angel. This means you reached a higher level of spiritual work for sure. Okay, one more thing is that this is the angel in a dream. This was an angel. It was just looking like green input. It was looking like all those people you romantically rejected. That's also interesting thing. Because here you're being pushed somewhere, and also Archangel Gabriel, he or she, whatever you want to prefer, has the trickster energy within them. Like, it's a weird twist to archangels. You would probably much more suspect others, but it's Archangel Gabriel which can shapeshift into a devil. That happens just because they have a extreme amounts of well, this is the archetype of the emotional maturity of intuition. I'm seeing this is you're reaching the level of maturity where you need to learn about your choices in life, your natural choices in life, without your wisdom, what your instinct have been saying to you. And this archangel in your dream state was showing you something about yourself. All those people you rejected who were merged, I don't know if these are romantic relationships or something of this kind, but there's a greater understanding, and you kind of like hugged it all and merged with it. I don't know what it may mean yet in this reading. We have more informations. Okay. I'm hearing something about there are sexual matters, of course they are, but they are important here. Somebody has like extreme sexual trauma, and I'm not sure what we are talking about. I think it's like not to undermine it. It's not like I don't sense like for example rape. No, that's not what I sense. I sense like many little things which are very much off, which are as impactful as very. It's something like that in this reading. I'm hearing pedophilia though, some form of some forms which are, I don't know, maybe in late earlier years they weren't. There was not such awareness, or there was some sort of older, or I don't know what kind of culture you're coming from. So something is questionable. I'm hearing times has changed. Okay, so we have calm amid chaos. So somebody is amazing in this water energy. This is a storm. It is a two very much explosive elements together. Yet somebody's surviving all of this. I'm seeing somebody really went through it. Like there was a level of disconnection between what was happening outside of you and inside of you. That's what I'm sensing. I'm hearing names starting with letter L. There's a lot of water energy, as I was mentioning Archangel Gabriel in this reading. Guidance, but where it will lead you. Sea, Bacon Fairy. Another sea-like character. The sea is also dark and cold, and this is both cards that really have similar characteristic. It's very dark, deep ocean of consciousness. So we're talking about the high-level integration here for sure. It also reminds me of this painting I'm making from however long, just I don't have time. We are reaching out to you. That's what I'm hearing. We are reaching out to you to lead you through the last bits of this chapter of what you have planned to do in this lifetime. I'm seeing those specks flying around. It's really weird, really odd. We would like to inform you about something which was a key point, which started out as some sort of trauma in you. As far as you are concerned, like I'm seeing both, like from your side there is an energy of exaggeration of what happened from one side, from the other side there is complete like not forgetfulness, it's just like it's imbalance between how you perceive this event, the set of events which happen. This all caused someone, I'm hearing somebody is asexual from nature, but they went through a lot of sexual trauma. I don't know how this is possible. Well, because, so what's the reason for it? It has to be some reason. Also, you are, no, there are a lot of people who want to get into energy. I'm also like seeing those eyes. Those girls, they have just exactly the same eyes. They are the same person, the mermaid and the fairy. Also, we talk about two different kind of things. Like one is immersed in this ocean. I'm seeing somebody really poetic, closed off to the world, living inner fantasies. Living in an inner fantasy is very big thing here. Creating those worlds in their mind, creating this simulation, as if somebody was creator who couldn't create. Like if you were creating a world which was running parallel to this reality within your own imagination at all times, while not participating exactly in this world, or also participating from sort of weirdly delusional standpoint. Am I going too far to say that? But that's what I'm seeing for someone here. we may be viewed as delusional, because that's what from perspective of this world would be coming through. There's also, nobody can predict your behavioral pattern, because your behavioral pattern is kind of based on the inner world you're created about this reality you are a part of, rather than I'm hearing we are talking about somebody who is in like Myers-Briggs or whatever typology, cognitive typology is FINE or INFP, that kind of person we talk about here. I'm thinking. It's in, maybe not, maybe not. It's possible this INFJ as well, NIFE, in the shadow. In the shadow, where the perception immersed into the second function of the shadow, FI. Somebody is sitting in there rather than participating in real reality. So they submerging yourself into this ocean of consciousness on your own terms or your own rules. That seemed to be a thing here. And the next part of somebody's life was definitely a verification process. So what from this inner fantasy was able to survive in fair confrontation with this external reality. That will be interesting reading. Okay, what we gonna get here? Oh, we have one card from the other deck which slipped, so I'm gonna read it. We have Time Master in reverse. In this context of this reading, this I feel is like this is almost external force. Like somebody was locked in time space in many different places at once. Your mind was returning to various trauma points, little trauma points, instead of living real direct timeline forward. You were living in a lot of realms of replaying like situations. We talk about trauma here. This is how somebody was through their school years. So you might be perpetually, of course, being considered, let's say, bad student, maybe, perhaps. Maybe your behavior, rather. Maybe you didn't have much friends going on, or it was just weird, because you've been somewhere else mentally, for sure. Well, autism comes to mind here, too. Autism, or maybe undiagnosed, maybe some sort of, well, to look at it from the other standpoint, we talk about somebody who came here as a builder, as a creator. We talk about some sort of star seed like angelic like energy, which was not yet at the job while they were doing the job they used to. It might be as simple as that. Depends how you prefer to see it. We have a Wolfman, I will watch over you. Okay. So this we have reassurance. That's some sort of like time master, somebody who will show you how to, I don't know, because this time master in reverse is almost like there's something which holds you back in order to access those memories you have right now from this standpoint. Because I'm feeling and sensing that somebody actually overcame all this trauma. That is no longer a thing. That's why here comes to mind what I was just thinking about. The generational karma, or the accumulation of a psychic content in your bloodline, which goes somewhere, right? It's just like, I heard the explanation is like, this is like waves, like there are waves, and the waves are being like produced. That's how universe works, right? Like that's how this theory of Spanda, that's how everything would, like there's so much infinite waves that our brain can even comprehend it, because so much of various different sounds and frequencies which are there, but they come from source. Source is a person, source is a mind of a person, and those frequencies are coming out as certain behavioral patterns, as not just the frequency of the thing we are about to do, or emotional frequency. It comes out. So let's say somebody's holding a weapon, murdering somebody, is a powerful frequency which will eventually come back, right? And when we go through this process of healing, if you want to say it's healing process, I don't want to be, because I'm not competent to talk about, like, for sure, Kundalini awakening and etc. I'll just be calling this a healing process. The energy is rising, and there are the content, subtle content from your body is being released, and to transcend the karma, we have to relive it. That's the thing. Not to relive it in the sense like I was talking, like, not in the same sense. It has to surface in reality, but it will be in a different kind of manner. We can observe it and relive it through this wave of emotions, through this sudden cry, through this vision, and through comprehension and a release. It doesn't have to actually cause the car crash. It doesn't have to actually cause like terminal illness. It's just it returns to the source. So it returns to somebody who shares DNA, right? Like, let's say your grandmother had this and this and that. She accumulated this kind of load. Let's say she's around you, even. Let's say she didn't decide to incarnate because she's waiting for more favorable conditions. And you know why these conditions may or may not be more favorable if you release this karmic content she produced. Let's say I'm feeling this is somebody's case, like literally there's somebody waiting for this because you carry the DNA, because they know you have kind heart and that you agree, even though you don't have to. So this kind of thing, the waves are returning, and they return through because you're unlocking it from somewhere in your body. Let's say you have grandma who had broken arm over here somewhere. This asked her, this made her this traumatic reaction, and this returns now to you in some sort of form, right? And you're dealing with it in some sort of form, and perhaps after this incident, your grandma don't have to come back to earth with some sort of extreme osteoarthritis, and which literally that makes holes in bones and they're just cracking and breaking easily. Like, this no longer has to be a thing. It's just the frequency is clearing. We do this ancestral clearing, so this is the act of selflessness and care. But it's also a great reward for yourself, because you are being able to fully receive, fully embody your soul, and you can completely unite with everything that exists. So that's the reward, and that's inevitable, and it's just intelligent design. It's a part of intelligent design, which with a large amount of knowledge is understandable and predictable. Okay, where we left somebody watch over you. That's where I'm feeling like there is an ancestral energy which seeing you merging into submerging into some sort of deep dark ocean of your own creation, I'm believing, but it's not, because it was the mutual creation. This created a lot of impressions, and you see, that's why I'm talking about this Jungian cognitive psychology here. And that's why we have two different types in here as well as play, because that's what I'm sensing is this impressions are being differently accessed by different cognitive types, by different types which think differently, which feel differently, which perceive world differently. And here I'm talking to a person who has the hardest access to it, and the access to it is non-literal. It's not like it exactly happened. It's not they just see what exactly happened. It's very, very hard. That's why I'm sensing that the psychic gifts or this gift somebody has, they may as well be a tool to do it, and it might as well be a necessary tool to do it, because somebody's memory isn't like that. You can't just go into your mind and remember something. There is no memory access in you. You just have this SI function, which is like really, really bad. that's what I'm sensing here. For another set of people, this function is pretty good. It's really you always have access to impressions and memories from past. You always have, you playing with them, you creating various things and scenarios with them. You are very talented in this kind of like a playful manner. I'm sensing. But here I will be focusing on somebody who has this hard time with it. It's almost like you have to step down into the go into this deep dark ocean, and you know this is the entry point to like your super ego. I think it's your super ego you're accessing, so it's the dangerous ground. It's just like well, I don't know, the best the best I think literal metaphor is like when Naruto was trying to access his inner power, his solar plexus, where instead of like an inner child, he had there literally a monster, right? He had this Kurama Kyubi, nine-tailed fox. So this ancestor also realizes this, that perhaps the type they represent, let's say, is your very much inferior type, very difficult to access. Some people theorize that accessing is can result in mental illness. That mental illness is that because the brain is not being able to comprehend the content in that way that the type does, let's say. But here you are, and you are able to do that. That's what I'm sensing here. No matter that, but it's very difficult, but it costs you a lot. It costs you to lose a grip on your own preferred way of processing reality and information. That's what would be considered a great sacrifice here. So you will be trying to access some sort of patterns and memories. You will be guided through it, and almost like if somebody has medium mystic like abilities, that will be extremely helpful in this particular situation, because you will be able to see it through the eyes of your, let's say, grandmother. Let's say it is, because I don't know who it is. This is kind of scenario which is outlining for me. The roles might be changing, but you will see your own struggle through her eyes, which will be a painful thing, because I'm saying, like, I'm feeling pain. I'm feeling like I'm gonna cry. You're gonna see what something for you is like nothing. You didn't register it because the trauma is being stored. It will be painful experience because you wanna see somebody who loved you, seeing how and what emotions it invokes in them, this literal experience of you experiencing this trauma points. I don't know if you're ready for it. It might happen this way, because here the universal power, here at this stage of healing, you need to learn inner empathy to self, inner love, like self-love is a thing here, but the self-compassion is a thing. You don't have that. I'm hearing you don't have it. So this will be really scary, because like this, I'm sensing this grandmother is very, very sensitive person, and they do have this. See, the two types I mentioned is like Fi and like this Delta Quadra INFP grandmother, maybe like something like that, or SIFE, like ISFJ grandmother. I'm sensing these two types as much, if you are interested in those theories. And I'm sensing somebody is rather NI or any dominant, perhaps. But there's a problem. Like I can't say that, because it's this problem with processing emotions on the side of someone, I think. So I just said, so we have a mighty shield, and say transitions to the spirit realm. So I'm right to say that you're doing a work for some ancestor, quote unquote, but of course you're doing work primarily for yourself, because there is a common goal, and there is a reciprocal relationship. There is something which holds back the soul on earth. They never could realize the potential they had. It was also healing potential this grandmother had. Perhaps they never had a connection on this level with someone. Perhaps they were also the one who was misunderstood. so they gave up on expressing themselves. There are problems with throat chakra. This ancestor has. I'm seeing somebody always wearing scarf over their throat. It's very much characteristic here. Maybe they wear all over their head too, and then here on the throat as well. And but they, I don't see somebody who belongs. He's like Muslim. It's almost this person is a little bit covered. Yeah, they very disconnected from their lower chakras, but they very much also submerged in some sort of unhealthy processing. I'm seeing depressed person, just depressed person. What more holds back this person? I don't know which deck will be the best. I will take this one over here. But I'm seeing there are pragmatic reasons, of course. 555 on the clock. I actually today got up and the first number I saw, and it's interesting circumstance, but I'm not gonna overshare here. It was 5555 that I seen. So very big changes. We have King of Wands in reverse. So coming through somebody who is has overbearing energy and is a 26 and is a tyrant. 26 is very, very much karmic number. So we talk about some sort of generational karma here, definitely. We're talking about somebody who is inner authority. This grandmother character, of course, it's very feminine character, but it lacks inner authority and power. There is a problem with the fire element, this Agni, this inner strength, this drive, the ambition, this all like this person didn't have within themselves. You suffered the same thing. You were depleted of this fire, but that's what I'm hearing. We're gonna go there through all of those steps in order to reignite a fire within you. Because I'm sensing like somebody's worried that you're gonna end up like your mother. That's what I'm hearing. What the hell? Somebody's literally talking to me right now. They worry you're gonna end up like your mother, and I don't know what exactly it means for you. Well, it's King of Wands in reverse here, so I'm sensing some sort of more like authoritarian, like a bad leader. Somebody who is inflated ego and not see somebody who is somehow have so much this, I don't know, like steals power from everyone, like an energy vampire who like steals power from everyone, especially from this person. This person is there, the grandmother is there, depressed, don't even have the reason or don't see a logical sense to say anything around, because anyway nobody does anything about the person who screams the loudest, doesn't let anybody talk, like, and the decisions aren't really intelligent. It's just they based on ego, based on like it will be what I say, and that's it. Like there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just that. That's what I'm sensing. So I don't know. According to these ancestors, there is some sort of risk of becoming like this. That's why because I'm thinking that's why these ancestors sentencing this, because they feel like this energy is being depleted in you because of those traumas there, which are there to review. They are siphoning this energy from you. Those are like the portals where the energy leaks. So the thinking here, the logic of the person is, and let's be real. This person is very much inside of the inner impression. This is also like a creator who created completely parallel version of reality. As I was explaining at the beginning of this reading, this grandmother is very much like that. So they may this explanation may be the inner fear. I'm hearing they very fearful person. They fear of everything. They never try anything. They don't like changes. They don't like new things. And they very much operate in like a small field of impressions where everything merges with everything. So that might not be like, don't take it to yourself. That's what I'm hearing here. Don't take this to yourself. This sentence is not necessarily true. And think like to paraphrase that, I'm thinking you are working on that. So the patterning, some sort of toxic patterning, even if there is a slightest potentiality to ever surface, not to surface. And as I was explaining before, this karma is a wave which return. It somehow may return to you. That's because you're going through a process of inner healing, and it's somewhere, at some level, somewhere it exists. So the spirit may just want you to go through it, in a sense that you're just gonna wake up, and then your grandma on your side, and she's gonna show you a situation in which you will be pushed into behaving exactly, let's say, like some sort of mother figure we talk about here, some sort of authoritarian, some sort of selfish, some sort of unintelligent way, and you have to do otherwise. Or I think it's not gonna surface. They don't want this situation to surface. What they want to do, as I was saying, it's this inner compassion. You will see inner compassion. You will have a sense of inner compassion for yourself, because what this grandmother was doing good was having this inner compassion for herself. She did. She truly understood herself. She truly understood their emotional reality around her. Because if you don't have this inner compassion, because if you never give yourself recognition for the pain you endured, it may turn you bitter. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. What else do I need to know? Because I just feel like this is all that is. Somebody gonna go through it. See the tower. So get ready, because something will just happen. Like, you don't know. I'm not saying this is revelation. You see, this is 32. This is revelation. This is not this is not scary tower, especially that I see the Emperor and 2 of cups. So we have potentially some beautiful relationship, which may start just when you receive this, when you will be having this capacity for inner compassion. If you are in a relationship, complete renewal. It will be just beautiful. And also the meditation. Just before this reading, I just looked, like I was lying down from it was like a beautiful balcony. There were some plants, and then like a glass fence, swimming pool, and then there was a sea and the palm trees, and it was smelling so nice. So maybe also a vacation, like really, really nice vacation. For somehow it may come to somebody's life if they do this healing, because it's a part of this self-compassion to also give yourself definitely a break of this kind. Yeah, and it's like a masculine character who may come up with this idea, somebody very mature. Okay, here this card turned on me, 2 of Wands. So you can plan ahead for a future, so you can undertake even more important tasks, so you can because this inner compassion is here still. I'm hearing about it. It's very, very important. If you don't have it, you're not gonna be able to work with people, because you have to have the inner sensitivity for yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna just project this bitterness forming within you onto others. And also, this is a part of inner child healing. It's just more subtle, and it's a lunar type. It's a lunar path. Perhaps you healed your inner child in the sense of what usually people associate with solar plexus chakra. So this inner strength, inner power, the masculine part of it, like enduring trauma, dealing with trauma, reframing your mind, But maybe you missed that element. Maybe this is not your dominant element, and here there's an energy to definitely assist you in that. There is your Archangel Gabriel, there is your guardian angel, and there is your, I'm hearing, grandmother, who will assist you in it. You're gonna be seeing things from kind of different perspective. You will be very shocked and surprised how much you're gonna cry, seeing those situations which are for you nothing, through somebody else's eyes, because this is necessary, because you need to have compassion for perhaps maybe your future family, you're planning maybe existing family, maybe for a people you're gonna work with, and some sort of I'm not sure what they are getting you ready for, but there is something they're getting ready for sure. You have to have it for yourself, because you need to understand others on a deeper level, and never undermine any little detail which caused person to be in situation as they are in. This way that you also not gonna be taking on yourself karma of other people while working with them, because this will give you inner resistance. Because if there's any kind of sort of little flaw or energetic leak, or some sort of broken little piece of aura, you're gonna mirror it, and it will disturb your everyday life, especially if you will be in responsible position. That cannot happen. So I'm not sure. I'm hearing somebody's gonna work perhaps with drug addicts. That's what I'm hearing here, or some sort of highly disturbed people. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know. I'm feeling something else here. Well, this is perhaps confirmation. Not you have a lot of inner strength. You have all the gifts of your bloodline. You have or will have a love in your life, like a true relationship. This is a part of healing on both sides. I'm sensing for your couple. What else is here? What's gonna be happening right now? So this is the next level of transformation. We have a death card with a magician. There is a subtle warning that through this healing there might be some sort of energetic manipulation attempted, as it always was. I'm hearing, as it always was. So you know what I'm talking about. Every time you are attempting something that, like, trying to go deeper into your ancestral healing, which is also kind of, there's no way of really distinguish what's your karma, what's ancestral karma at the point where you are, even through like teachings and philosophies, and how people would define type of karma. It's not easy to distinguish what is what is the archetypal, let's say, karma which exists in the world, just because this is the opposite of the spectrum in this duality of reality we live in. What is the karma which your ancestors there accumulated, which is preventing them to incarnate in favorable conditions, let's say. Okay. Also, something is the way you understand something is wrong. What is it about? Incarnations. So the timelines are different. You can access the energy of a grandmother here, but she might have already incarnated many times. The time is weird. The time is in the future and past, and there are different side timelines, and there's so much portals to different realities, and it's just really hard to even explain. And I don't think it's possible for a mind to fully comprehend it. 9/11 again. 10 of Swords is I'm holding in my hand. What this 10 of Swords is about? It's some sort of like a financial, I'm not sure. Seven of Pentacles, I would say, like, this is about material reality more so in this reading. And I'm hearing this is not about money. Not about money. It's about that there's something more you have to do in your everyday practice, which is like more materially based. I don't know if this is like 39. This is like your exercise routine or whatever you eat. something you do has to be upgraded, has to be transformed as well. Somebody has to become even stronger. Not in order to. Okay, so what is the reason? Less fear around traveling? You may need to travel more? I'm hearing the word comfortability. Comfortability. So I don't know. So there will be some sort of uncomfortability. See, High Priestess. Okay. So they're saying there is something you can do in real life, and I'm not sure what it is, to increase the range of your perceiving. So if you are a psychic, you need to increase the range in which you can receive the downloads from. So I don't like this word. I don't know, just the input of impressions, which having the collective relevance or certain relevance. So there is a season now in which there will be a lot of attempts to manipulate people's third eye chakra. That's because there's many nasty things are coming from governments, organizations, etc. There is a lot of just that in the air. Here we are advised to, and I'm feeling like I just did it, like I have deja vu, like it already happened, what I was saying now. Digital detox. Maybe that's what it is. Like, maybe what they're saying is that you should get off your social media for some periods of time completely. That you should not condition yourself by any external means. I think this is the Seven of Pentacles. You have to be a pure channel right now, and you have to be focused on this ancestral healing without distractions. Without distractions here. Okay. What else? Really quick, please. Tower. The tower keeps coming in every deck. Okay, what's this tower about? Tell me. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's something in material reality malfunctioning or not working. We have a King of Swords and a Moon. And the Five of Pentacles. That's interesting energy. We have some sort of character who is loosely related to this reading. It's a masculine character. Is it a lawyer? No. It's a friend? Masculine, not really friend, some sort of acquaintance. Oh, so they are explaining me now, like, what kind of spiritual attack may occur, from whom it may occur. Maybe it says to you something. Maybe you have somebody who is also on some sort of path of healing, but they cannot pass the initial stages of it. They're not initiated. That's what I'm also hearing. They're not initiated. And you don't have to be initiated by physical person in reality. You can be initiated by spirits. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that there is no external validation for it. So if you're searching for documents to prove that you're this and that, then no. But you can be literally initiated just by spirits themselves. They will come visit you and say to you, here, this and this and that. The proof will be in your words. The proof will be in the frequency you exude. You don't need another proof. So, this person will be trying to re-enter your life. Whomever it is will try to re-enter your life in order to what? They're already planning something. They have some sort of... They're thinking a lot about it. They are even not only thinking, they are also stalking. But they can't see past something. They can see through something. I'm being guided to here. Okay, so we have first card, you miss someone. So, as I was saying before, so there is the archetype who is your like twin flame or something, like somebody ideal for you, equally difficult and equally perfect. Like, no, this is somebody perfect for you because it's the most possibly elevating type of relationship. There is like a dark karmic character. This is what it is. It doesn't it doesn't match to the, let's say this box, let's say it's a box of people you completely rejected because it's just not your cup of tea at all. It's nothing conducive for you. It's just something which just this is neutral for you. There are people who are neutral for your growth. There is not only romantic relationships there are friendships there. There are just people who are just not conducive to anything. And that's how your guardian angel shown you to yourself as, weirdly enough. So this is the deeper meaning in it. Maybe you don't see what's valuable there yet. Maybe this is something that will gonna unfold in the later years of your life. Those archetypes, what they meant to bring, which you didn't completely saw at the time. Because this is karma unfoldment. There is a rhyme and reason to it, you see, but it's also not. So it's really hard to talk about it. Like, I see a patterns, definitely, but I don't know how they will work for everybody. So the best as I get right now, I'm just gonna say purely intuitively. So this is the archetype of guardian angel. There are people who are karmics. They are non-karmics, which are obvious to you. You already went through it. There's like one particular dark karmic. There are two. One is of the light and one is of the dark. One is very difficult and goes against you, but still it's conducive to your growth. And the other one is destructive and siphoning, and it just takes, just leaves you ruin and complete ruin. This is the most dangerous encounter. This is somebody who will bind your soul and take everything you have, and you will be left with nothing, probably dead. That's how serious it is. I'm just looking at this car and I see the muertos in front of me. So there is a karming like that. And I'm not saying this is the age of possibility. There's somebody who have a little bit of this energy. Somebody's advised to, well, the signs are already with you, so you know everything. You know everything. Okay. It's time for a spirit. So welcome to the next part. I was talking about somebody's being free lately, and it doesn't seem so. Once upon a midnight dairy, creativity, genius, writing, expression, and artistic flow. There's a clue. If you don't have what to do with all of that which is unfolding and happening and all those impressions and a different point of view, I think that's how writers are, okay? That's like literally, I think creative people are, all right? So if you're starting to be on this type part of the healing, that's the best outlet to work with this energy. Okay, so bye.